Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Cards. It's Tuesday again, guys. Good morning and welcome. Oh, I've got a bit of stray hair that keeps going everywhere. Good morning to you. I hope you're really well. I hope this morning finds you well. It's a bit of a dull day outside, but actually I went for a long walk around the lakes this morning and it's a lot warmer than it looks. Autumn is definitely here or coming, but it's beautiful. It's really lovely out there. Anyway, so this morning I thought I'd bring you some fun. We all need a little bit of fun, right? Especially when autumn is coming and the colder months are on their way and it's been so busy and we've had a funny old year, haven't we? So we need to look for the fun and look for the time out and have a bit of crafty therapy and fill your cup. You can't, what's that quote? You can't pour from an empty cup. So I firmly believe that we need some time out for us. And this, for me, is the way to do it. So I brought you some fun this morning and I won't be long. I've just got some simple cards to show you how to make. Really quick and easy. Don't take too long at all, so you can make time for it and enjoy it. And it's easy to do. Morning, Joe. How are you? I loved seeing your post. You've been busy. Lots going on. So I'm just going to let a few people jump on. So I'm just chatting while I do that. I'm very excited. I got home from the school run. Actually, I got home from my walk and the postman had been and they brought me a beautiful handmade card in the post. Look at this. I got this today. It says, wishing you sunshine and happiness. And this is from the lovely Jan, who is on here, who often comes to Coffee and Cards online. Oh, that's all right, Joe. I'm pleased you're here. So yeah, how gorgeous is this card made with the honeybees? And she's written such a lovely message inside. Thank you so much, Jan. You're so kind. I love this card. It's going up in my craft room on the shelf. And you see all the bees. And she's put Wink of Stella on their wings. They're all glittery and glistening. Love that. Thank you, Jan. I really like it. And she's signed the back. I'm thinking of you too. There's nothing like handmade card in the post. Thank you. Morning, Hilary. How are you? I hope you're okay. I'm really well. It's very odd, you know. My house is still very busy. I've still got the big ones home, not gone back to uni yet, but Jacob went back to school on Friday. So it's his second day this week. Yeah, all is well, which is, it's really strange getting back into a routine, but really nice. Really nice. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera over. We can start crafting so I don't bore you. I do post this to YouTube, so I don't want to chatter on too much. Right, here we go. Good morning, Claire. I've got my laptop next to me, guys, so I will be able to see your comments, hopefully. Let's turn you around. Here we go. So I'm going to pop this one in my tripod and hopefully I won't drop you. So it's a little bit tricky to get you in shot. Oh, there's good morning, Annette from Queensland in Australia. How lovely of you to join us. Thank you so much. What time is it with you? Is it about something past 11 here? 10 past 11 in the morning. Just putting that straight. And I'm going to grab a bit of my washi tape to tape my grid paper down that I like to do. So it doesn't shift around on my table, because it does do that a little bit. Oh, good morning, Sylvia. Lovely for you to join us as well. Goodness, we're going global today. This is brilliant. Right, let me move that a little bit so we can see what we're doing. I seem to have tucked everything behind. Here we go. Right. It's difficult to line my camera up before I start because obviously I take it in and out of the tripod to speak to you. It just seems to be the easiest way for me to do that. So I've got a couple of stamp sets today, but actually what I'm going to be demonstrating to you this morning to make your really lovely cards is this. This is called the Forever, I've got to get this right, the Forever Gold Laser Cut Speciality Designer Series paper. It actually comes as a sheet and they just pop apart. and they are useful to make the most beautiful, quick and easy cards. So it's gold foiling and it comes in a sheet and they're all kind of joined together like so. If I move it up, you can see, and you get all these little, all of these beautiful pieces that you can make cards from. And then there's all these pieces as well. All of these, there's a wreath and a few others, quite a lot. There's a beautiful gold fern. I've used that one already, so I've obviously used some of my pieces. You get more than this with the sheet. So how lovely are these? So yeah, I am going to be using these today to show you how you can just pop them together to make a really lovely card. Just checking out which one I'm going to use. Right, let's pop these away. How nice is that one? So pretty, aren't they? Oh my word, I'm on TV, Lucy. You put me on the television in the lounge. It's just after 10 o'clock in New Zealand. Brilliant. So I'll try not to keep you up too late, Sylvia. Oh dear. Let me just check I'm live in the right place. Let me refresh my page. A bit late now, isn't it? Oh yeah, I definitely am. It's about 8, something past 8 p.m. Annette, is it, in Queensland? Wow, that's amazing, isn't it, to think of that? And we're here and we've just got up and doing our stuff and it's lunchtime soon. Right, okay, so I've decided to use these pieces and I'm going to make 2 cards. And I'll show you how to do that. I'm just going to move this one out of the way. That's my second card. But I absolutely love this stuff. It's brilliant to play with. So I'm going to grab my pieces in. So these are what I've already prepared. I've got a Whisper White card base. I've decided to go with a tent fold. It's exactly the same. It's an A4 piece of cardstock, scored in half and cut in half. Hello Ruth, good morning. And I've just scored it on the different orientation to make it a tent fold card. Here we go. So exactly the same, just the other way around. These are my layers. So this is gorgeous. This is from the Ornate Garden Suite, this designer series paper. It's really beautiful. And I hadn't used it enough, so I grabbed it out and thought this would be perfect because it's got lots of gold foiling on it as well. And I like the mint macaron colour. And I thought to make it pop, I would put well, it's not courgette here. This is Coastal Cabana layer underneath. So my layers on my handmade cards are just 0.5 centimetre smaller each time. Yeah. So the top of this one, top of the card base is 10.5 and the length of it is 14.9. The Coastal Cabana layer is 10 by 14.3 and then my little piece of designer series paper is 9.5 by 13.8 and that's it, simple as that. So those are the layers of my card. And then I'm simply going to take this one and pop it on the top. So beautiful, like so. And then I worked out that if I take my 2-inch circle punch, let's move that because it's reflecting, I can do this. I'll show you. So if I punch a piece out, I've been using this one already to make other cards. So I punch a piece of scrap Whisper White cardstock out using the 2-inch circle punch, and I worked out that that fits absolutely perfectly inside the middle of this die cut. This specialty paper. It all comes done for you. How cool is that? Okay, and then I wanted a contrasting stamped sentiment on there. Now I did try doing it in mint and Coastal Cabana and it just didn't really pop. So I went for something that was really kind of quite different to pop, and I've gone for Night of Navy. Right, let's open the ink pad. Make sure I don't get all inky. And grab my stamp. Now, you can put anything you like in here. You could make this a really beautiful birthday card, a thank you card, anything you like. I wanted to fill my nice circle, and so I thought it would be very useful to make a get well card. I don't have any of those in my stash at the minute, and it would be very useful to have, especially the winter months are coming. So I have got out the Dandelion Wishes stamp set. Love this. I was cogitating over using these stamps today, but then I got these out and stroked them and had to use them. So I'm going to incorporate this Sending Well Wishes Your Way stamp. think is a really useful one. Okay, so I've got it on my block already, and I'm just going to ink it with Night of Navy ink. Make sure it's nicely covered. I'm just going to stamp it in the middle. There we go. Just make sure it takes. Oh yes, sending well wishes your way. Okay, I've got my stamp and chamois thing, scrub chamois over there, so I'll pop that on there so I don't get ink everywhere. And then I'm going to use some of my foam dimensional pads and pop it up, because I think this will stick to them. I'm hoping this will stick to the gold speciality paper well. I'm going to use a lot of dimensionals because I can. It's lovely having the gang here, isn't it? I love it. So we've got such a lot of lovely ladies who come to my face-to-face coffee and cards on here to do too today. I love that. Our new members is so lovely. I love online because we can reach all the corners of the world. It's so lovely. Right, okay, so we have got this, and I'm going to pop it in the middle and just decide which way up you want it. I think it's much of a muchiness. And centre that on there, and then that's going to get glued on there. That's very simply done. So I might grab my snail. It is my stamping seal rather. It is my glue of choice at the moment. Take that one off. I'll just start it off because I haven't used it for a few days. So what have you ladies all been up to? Have you been doing anything exciting? Been getting out, I hope, a little bit. Right, so just pop the top layer on. And this one. Pretty on the other side as well, isn't it? I like the stamp and seal. You get 12, what of the gold foil? I'll check because I can't remember. I'll go and have a look in a second. That's a really good point, Hilary. I will check for you. Right, and then I'm going to literally glue that onto there. Love that, it's so pretty. And it makes such a quick and easy card, and yet it's got that wow factor too, hasn't it? I don't think I want anything else on this card. I'm quite happy with that. I've got some gems out. These are the peacock gems, but I don't think I'm going to put those on there. They've got some blue ones. But do you know what? I think there's enough bling going on there. It's so pretty. Gold foil. So I don't think I need any more bling. I need to find out where this is. Let me have a look in the catalogue. My catalogue's getting very thumbed. As you can tell. Look, it's even glued together. Don't you love that when your catalogue pages are glued together? Honestly. Oh, maybe one of you will find it in the catalogue for me. Hello, Philomena. Good morning to you. We are using the, it's part of the Forever, in this, isn't it? It's part of the Forever Greenery Suite. So let's have a look. We are using the Forever Gold laser cut speciality paper. All right, page 152 tells me, which is, if you're not sure, you can look up the suite and it tells you exactly where it is. Oh, look at that. Tells you in there, look, you can actually see what you get. So pre-cut card fronts and greenery accents. So yeah, a good point. One side is white and the other side is gold foil. You get 6 sheets, 3 each of 2 single-sided designs. So you get 6 sheets, it says. That's amazing. Love it. So 6 sheets of that. And yes, you can choose to use the other side. So if you love it, but you're not wanting gold on your card, you can sponge ink these. So it's gold that side. You can sponge ink the white to whatever colour you like. 6 sheets you get. So there, that's one card. Glad you like it. Quick and simple, isn't it? I'll pop it out of the way and we'll make another one. So here we go. I've gone for this gorgeous pretty peacock colour. And the reason I went for that is this ribbon has been sitting in my stash and I absolutely love it. It's reversible. One side is pretty peacock and the other side is old olive. And I'm so hoping that it's still current. Because I think I've got rid of all my retired ribbon by using it up and things and don't have much left. So yes. So this reversible ribbon is so pretty. And that's what inspired me to use this as the colour for this card. So I've again gone with a tent fold card, just for a change today. And then I have gone down a size by 0.5 centimetre with a pretty peacock layer. And then I've chosen one of these panels to go on top. And it's going to go on here. So, thank you, Annette. I am going to... and Philomena, I'm going to put this one on here. So what I did was I measured this. Now, interestingly, these measure up closest size in inches. And I want to say it's something like 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 inches, I believe. But you can easily measure it. 5 inches on this one? No, centimetres. No, they're centimetres. But yeah, they measure up closely. So I just measured up in inches my white cardstock to match. So exactly the same because I wanted it to fit like so and make a contrast and give myself a nice big layer of pretty peacock. And so what I wanted then was I wanted a nice sentiment to fit down the middle of here. And so I was having a look through my stash and you can use anything you've got that would fit in that gap. I'm pretty sure pretty much anything would as long as it's not a long horizontal one. Or you could use one of the other panels, like one of these if you wanted, and put your sentiment panel directly on top of it. So, but I wanted to go in the middle. So I went and found this You Are the Best in the Tasteful Touches stamp set, which is a really useful all-rounder. So I've done that. And then I wanted to match up the ink. So I got the pretty peacock ink out, which is here. I love how it all matches. It makes life so easy. Once you've got the cardstock and, you know, the card to match and some white card, you can make so many different cards. You don't have to own all the colours. Just get a few of the card and the ink and you're away. Although if you're anything like me, you want them all. Right, You Are the Best. No, so I've put that on there so that you can see where to stamp, basically. I'm going to just stamp it in the middle. Oh, the dog's wandering about, so he may come in. He's a bit rude. He doesn't knock, he just barges in. He likes to be in here. Yay, it's stamped well. What did I say? There he comes. Alfie is in the room. It's a silly dog. Okay, so that's that. And I'm going to now glue this piece onto there. And I think I'm going to use my Tombow and just dot it about a little bit. I haven't really used this one for a while, so it may take a while to flow. So where there's large spot paste spaces, that's where I'm going to dot the glue to adhere it to the other piece of card. Here we go. Oh, I have to say, I can't wait to get a proper routine back when the big ones are safely ensconced at uni and everything's like in place. It will be lovely, won't it? So pretty on my walk this morning. Saw lots of things, lots of wildlife. There's definitely autumn on its way. So how many of you finding time to craft? That's what I want to know, because that was my aim today, was to inspire you, even if it's a quick and simple half-hour crafting session. Make some time for you. Feels like September is a kind of a new start. I always feel like that because it's the beginning of a new academic term. I don't know, I've always felt like that. I think even when I was a kid with the new pencil case and the new this and that, and, you know, just starting afresh. And I feel like winter's coming and we need to make time for ourselves. I've got a lovely candle I'm burning on my table, fresh fig. Well, I'm not burning it right now, but I am most of the time. It's so lovely. Smells gorgeous. See, I was practicing my stamping that side, but I don't burn candles all the time, but I do a lot in the summer and in the autumn, and actually most of the time. Okay, so get my seal back out and pop that on the middle, I think. Oh, I remember what I was doing with this. I was going to put it right near the top. Leave a bigger gap at the bottom. Oh, that's an interesting decision, Lucy. Good for you. Must be lovely that summer's coming, Annette. It's my most favourite time of the year. I absolutely love it. Autumn's pretty, but summer is just the best. So this was my point of leaving a gap at the bottom, was so I could put this piece of ribbon, because I absolutely love it and I have hardly used it. I'm going to grab some more washi tape. I keep my washi tape, I'll show you what. I keep it on a clip, on a cabana clip. I've actually got a big jar of washi tape, but the ones I use just for, you know, general use, I keep on a cabana clip, on a hook, on my trolley next to me, where my stamp and cut and emboss is, and then it's there all the time. I love the summer. Love the summer. I'm not a winter girl, not by any stretch. Autumn's acceptable. Winter can go away. I should have been born in a hot country. So that way or that way, I think. Look, I'll show you. So I think that is more Old Olive. And that is more Pretty Peacock, which I think I'll go for, because it matches. And I cut it off. He's requested the card making as part of his art creative work. That's a good idea. Maybe, yeah, an Aussie summer might be a bit hot actually, though I do love the heat. I like it when we go. We tend to try and go away. We haven't obviously been on holiday this year or last year, but we do like going to Florida in July. We love the heat. You know what, Lucy? I think it's a great idea. Absolutely. You could build up a little portfolio if you wanted to do cards, couldn't he? To show what he's done. Like, yeah. What did I do with the rest of that washi tape? I'm so busy chatting. He could be your designer. Can't sign him up as a demonstrator, I'm afraid. He's too young. Oh, I'm glad you like them. But you keep him at it, you never know. So I'm not going to tie a bow. I'm just going to tie a knot on the bottom. I really quite like that. There we are. You're talking to the right person about home education. None of mine have been home educated, but I'm absolutely, I do find school an absolute minefield. Okay, so I'm going to pop that on there. and then stick it together. You are the best. So 2 very quick and simple cards we've got this morning. Absolutely love them. You are the best. Now, on these, just trying to think about whether I put something inside or not. I don't think I'll bother. I think I leave them until I need them. Ooh. Alfie, don't bark. It's very rude. The ladies don't want to hear and you'll frighten them. Oh, I'm glad you like the knot. I always find them a little bit neater than a bow, and I try a bow, but I do like a knot. So we've got these 2. Oh, I know what I was going to do with this one. I was going to use these rhinestones. I'm hoping they're still current because I kept them because I love them. And I'm pretty sure I got rid of anything out of my stash that wasn't. I used it all up. There's no point showing you things you can't get. Oh, that doggy. He thinks he's the king of the castle. Here we go. Enamel dots. I don't know. Number 8. Do you know what? I'm not sure if they're still in here. Rhinestone, basic champagne, red, metallic, holiday, gilded gems. Did I just keep them because I love them so much? Maybe I did. They're called, I think they're called Pretty Peacock or Peacock something or other gems. I can't see them in there, but they are very similar to these ones at the bottom, which is the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. So I'm going to use them because you can pick anything you like and use them. You could even just use the clear ones. But because they had all these different colours, I was going to go for it. So let's use them. Use what you've got in your stash. And I'm going to use some of these in this Pretty Peacock colour. I'm just going to put a couple. I don't know where actually. One there. Oh, picking it up with my pick it up tool. If you haven't got one of these tools, you need one. There's not many things, you'll know that I'll say you have to have. But I love my tool. It's really inexpensive. And put one there. You are the best. Love those. There, I hope you like them and you might be inspired to try the Forever Gold Speciality die cut papers. Love them. Hope you like them. We're very early today because they're such a quick and easy card. So you could make a whole pile of these, couldn't you? Absolutely perfect. You could make a whole pile of those and have them all ready. You could make some birthdays, some get well. Let's have a look at what else we've got in our pile. I'm wondering if I could make one more because we're very early. I'm thinking this is really cool, isn't it? It feels like that's moved, but it's not symmetrical. Do you see? Really nice. These are so cool. I am thinking I might just wing it and go for one. And I might go for this one. Oh, I'm glad. I might just wing it and make one more card. I just need to get some bits out of my stash to make it. Right, I'm looking for Night of the cardstock. So I've got some white. go for it. Let's see what we can find. I can't find any native navy, but I've got a lot of native navy scraps. So I'm going to go with that. In what way, Lucy? They are in the catalogue. These are in the catalogue. Similar things in what way? I think these are the only ones of these. There's all sorts of flowers that come with it. You can see, have you got a catalogue? Can't remember what page it was on, can you? Forever Gold, 152. They look like this. So there you got all the little ferns with them, if that's what you've seen and you're looking for. Is that what you mean? Those are the ones. Or you can get the gold sheets and cut them out. But that's the only things that are like that, I believe. Right, let's do it. So I'm going to make a card base very quickly. I'll do it the same so you can see how I made the last couple. Yes, it does. Oh, I see what you mean. You were looking for other options with the colours. Yeah, you can definitely do that. 10.5. So cut it down the middle. Score it at 14.9. Make sure you score and not cut. So we've got that one. That's our base. Let's find a scrap that's the right size. I'm sure I must have some. I think I've actually got sheets of it in my drawer over there. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that's big enough. If not, I'll go for Misty Moonlight. It's near enough. Yeah, I think these are all too skinny. Right, we're going to go for Misty Moonlight. I just wanted a nice deep blue, so that one's lovely, and we'll go for that because I wanted to make a man's card. So I think it will be these cuts, these die cuts will be perfect for that. So I'm just going to cut it at 14.3. Am I? Yeah. So I'm just trying to decide which layers I'm going to do. 14.3 by 10. So that's that one. And then we can have this one on here. And then I think we're going to just put something on here. So let's think about what we're going to put on there. And I did have a bit left, I think. So these all kind of push out. That was pushed out the middle of one of these. I believe. It was pushed out the middle of that. So I'm going to take this out and use this if I can. There we are. So I'm going to use that one. I think I've used all the other fern type things, but you can, if you didn't want the whole thing, you could snip them apart, or you could use gold foil paper and punch some out using a different punch. Right, okay, so let's have a think about what I'm going to pop on there, sentiment-wise. I think I might just Need a man sentiment. Just saying hello might work. Or if you wanted a birthday card, that might be better, mightn't it? Let's have a look quickly. This is a wing it one, isn't it? To make a third one. Right, we're going to go for this. I'm going to go for the Let's Celebrate You, because I think it'd be great for a birthday card. I'm going to stamp it on here. And instead of using Misty Moonlight, I'm going to use Night of Navy because I've got it out already. And it's a nice dark crisp blue. You can definitely sponge the other side of these. Okay, let's celebrate you. That's lovely, isn't it? Let's just cut it out. So I'm not using any dies. Just going to go for it. I'm going to cut it out now. See, we want it quite little. I like this trimmer because it butts up properly here. The old one didn't do that. I didn't really notice it until I got this one. I was like, oh yeah, no, this is so much better. It's funny that, isn't it? Let's celebrate you. Perfect, that one. Let's move that one. So if you wanted to be fancy, you could definitely put the gold. You could emboss this in gold if you wanted to be really fancy. So I'm going to pop this one in here. See how this is going to work. Maybe I should put something behind the gold. What do you think? To finish it off like I did the other one. That way. Or having it white and that way on the white. Ooh, don't know. I think that way. Let's try it and see what it looks like. First of all, I've got to decide how big this is. Have I lost you all? Yeah, that is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. You're a more patient lady than I am, Lucy, to do homeschooling, though, I have to say. I found that quite a difficult challenge, to be honest. But I think there are, if you are decided to do it, there's probably a lot of resources out there, aren't there? And there's probably a lot of other people doing the same thing that you can buddy up with. And yeah, there's lots of things, like resources, I'm sure. Yes, I think that's a bit better. It gives the contrast. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Let's do this. So this is your general one that I was going to say how good this would be for a masculine one. I don't know if this stamp and seal will work on here. I'm going to try it. I don't really want all the glue to come out through the front like that. No, I wouldn't do that again. I think just use your Tombow. I mean, it's okay, but it's not ideal. Or your fine tip glue applicator. Keeps getting stuck, this glue. You know how they do? Or actually just go around the outside is probably the best. On this bit here. Yeah, that's okay. That's much better. So if you have a fine piece, use that. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, this is worth knowing. Well done. Right, that's going to go in the middle, and I can definitely use the snail on the back of that one. Yeah, it just makes that gold pop, doesn't it? Stamp and steel is very sticky, but I think I can move it. It's a bit skew-iff. Kind of annoy you, don't they, if they're not quite right. There we are. That's better. Let's pop that one on. Yeah, so I think you could make this a mail card. Use these gold foil specialty die cut pop outs to make some masculine cards. Would be really nice. Don't think it makes any difference which way up it goes. That's not true at the bottom. I didn't do a very good job with that one. Let's just make that right. Oh, I'm ready for my lunch. How is that? Get rid of those. They're sticking to the back where I put the glue on. Right, here we go. Definitely that way up. There we go. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm glad you've jumped on, Claire. Lovely to have you here. Oh, I'm glad you think it adds elegance. It does, actually. That's a good word, Philomena. Thank you. Right, I'm going to pop that on just with some dimensional foam pads. Easy peasy. That seems to be my word at the minute, easy peasy. My husband's just come home. He was in a meeting. And so that's why the dog was barking at the window. Right, here we go. We'll just hang it slightly over the edge. Just slightly over the edge there, but not all the way too. Make sure it's nice and straight. Let's celebrate you. I like that. Perfect. And I might just put some of these on there. Because why not? I'm sure I've got some little gold ones, but I'll go for this. Actually, let me see if I can find the gold ones. Excuse me, dog. Do you want to see where I keep all my embellishments? Just in a big box. I've got them all in here. Loads of them. Right. These ones have got the misty moonlight in them. That would look nice on there. These ones are the gilded gems, and I might use those. They're not the same colour. They're more of a brass colour. And these ones are the metallic. They just move around, so I've kept them in there to stop me losing them. They're called metallic pearls, and they're definitely not the right colour. These are the, I can't remember the name of these dots, but they're still current as well. I think I'm going to use these. Something Blooms enamel dots. They're fab. I'm going to use these. And there's 3 different sizes of them. Love them. Just decide where to put it. I want it so that you can kind of notice it. There. In the middle of one of those little squares. Let's celebrate you. I think that's nice. That would be a nice birthday card for someone. Especially somebody that you know, maybe of a different generation, somebody who doesn't want all this, like anything too flowery or too gushy, or somebody, some chap that you know, but you don't know that well. I didn't put my leaf in. I need to put that in. I'm going to pop that up with some glue. So let's do that. Little bit of glue, tiniest bit. I think the fine tip glue applicator would be better. There's we have one of those, but I use what I've got nearest. Tuck it in, and on it goes. There we are. Just adds a little something. So there's our impromptu 3rd card, and it takes us up to just gone 10 to 12. So I think we did quite well for our hour using these papers. So pretty. And if you already knew what you were going to do, I'm sure you'd be even quicker at it. But this one was a bit of an impromptu one, so it took a bit longer. Yeah, you could definitely get some of those done quite fast. Yeah, I hope you like those. So I'm just going to get that bit of glue off my desk. There we go. If you don't have one of these, get one from Amazon. It's called a adhesive rubber or a razor or something. And it gets all those horrible bits of glue. See those? Off. Yeah, so if you like these, they're in my online shop. You can grab them. The link is on my blog at inkstampshare.ink, or I'll put it on this post and you can just pop over there and have a browse. Yes, I could have added blue leaves behind the gold to make it pop. That would have been very pretty. It would have, yeah. But I quite like it anyway. So, but yeah, that would have helped. Hope you like them. And you might join me on Thursday evening. So I'll be going live about 7 o'clock on Thursday evening for a bit of a paper crafting session. Hope you'll take some time out for you and you've enjoyed them. And oh yes, if you're not on my email list, you can join that over on my blog, because I'll be sending out lots of updates this week. Do join that. Oh, and the news is, if you didn't catch it already, is that I've made some changes to my Facebook group. So I have a Facebook group called Inkstampshare Your Craft, and I've just made a couple of changes on there. It's now open to everybody who's crafty minded to post all your projects and have a bit of share your inspiration, have a bit of fun. Yeah, so there's just a couple of housekeeping rules on the pinned post, so do read that. But yeah, request to join and share your things. It doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't have to be Stampin' Up, doesn't have to be paper craft. Just share your lovely projects. We would all love to see them. So do come over and join the fun. That's on Facebook. Anyway, take care, and hopefully I'll see you Thursday. Thanks for joining me, guys. Bye.